Hey, thanks for joining me. So if you've been able to catch this video today, I am so glad that you were able to catch it. These videos are going to be recorded, so if you have any comments to leave, I'd love to see your comments below. If you have any questions about anything that I talk about today, I'd love to hear from you. So if we haven't met before, my name is Princella Stringer. I am a career and empowerment coach for women. I specifically work with moms, maybe moms that had faced single motherhood, single moms, married moms, stay-at-home moms, or working outside of the home moms. This topic is so valuable and important to me because this was my history, young motherhood and single motherhood. And I recall like they were yesterday, the stresses, even though I had an amazing support system. I've been talking to some moms that are facing single motherhood now or have recently gone through a divorce, and we all say the same thing. We had amazing support and it was wonderful to have that support by parents, but we still felt the stress and sometimes still felt alone in our own little mess that we had going on. So this is why connecting with you as a mom is where I want to be with you, and just sharing my tips on career and workplace. So I like to talk about topics that kind of would interfere with you being able to find what you are passionate about doing, what you love doing for work. Because we have so much on our shoulders that we're trying to balance out, it's kind of tough to carve out even just a little bit of time for yourself and to identify what you would want to do for work. So I love doing these videos on that topic to get you thinking about what you're passionate about and what you love doing. Or maybe you know what you're passionate about, you know what you would love doing, but you just don't have the time to figure out how to get there. And that's where I can really help, hopefully. But today, the topic I want to talk about is a mistake that some single moms in particular might make. You know, and I was in this boat, so before I even tell you what the common mistake is, I just want to tell you that I was in this boat, and I had a moment in time where I had to realize that that was not the direction that I wanted to go anymore, and I needed to make different choices for myself. So if this resonates with you, send me an instant message or leave a comment below, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. So the common mistake that many single moms make is that we get too rushed for dating. You know, and it's not because we're, well, actually I shouldn't even say that. There was a time where I felt like I needed a boyfriend in my life. And you know, this came from my younger years where I had boyfriends way too young. This is what I would tell my daughter today. But as an older, more matured and experienced me looking back, for some reason, I needed that for some kind of validation. And if this sounds any way, shape, or form familiar to you, and you have a history of young motherhood or single motherhood, consider if this is something that you were too quick to jump into, which was dating again. And this is a sensitive topic, you know, it's a very personal topic, but it's important to talk about. A huge part of finding what we're passionate about doing for work and in life, and what we're passionate about doing with our kids, and what we want our family structure and family dynamic to be, a lot of that is affected by our, what's the word I want to say? Our urge to be in companionship with someone. So I just want to encourage you that if this is you and you struggle with that a little bit, we can, you know, the tip I have for you today is really taking a step back and saying, am I really ready for the next phase of dating again? I've been a single mom for X amount of time. Have I had time to just be with myself and figure out what I love to do, what I'm passionate about? Am I happy at work? Am I happy with the time that I spend with my children and my free time? Have I found contentment and fulfillment in my own space? Am I comfortable with my own body? Am I comfortable with my presence when I walk into a room? Do I feel good when I walk into a room and can be social and energetic? And you know, I'm more of an introvert than an extrovert, so I don't mean to say that you're going out and throwing a party everywhere you go. but do I feel good in my skin no matter where I'm at? And if some of the answers to these questions are no, then maybe it might not be the right time to start dating again just yet. So that was a tough pill for me to swallow during the time when I was realizing that maybe it was time for me to do that. And so as time went on, when I started getting that feeling that maybe it wasn't time for me to be dating, all of a sudden one day it just became abundantly clear that I was to be alone. And I stayed alone for a number of years. And when I did have the interest in dating, it just didn't work time and time again. Why? Because that was the time frame that I was to be alone and sit with myself and work on me, learn more about me. What do I love doing and what do I want to spend my time doing? Do I know what I want my life partner to look like when I get to that place of meeting someone again? So sitting back and analyzing that for myself was huge, and it was a needed space. So if you're in that zone right now, or you've been in that zone in the past and you can identify with what I'm talking about, just leave a comment below or send me a message, and I'd love to chat about that and how that kind of fits with your decision making today. If you need an ear, I'd be happy to chat about what's concerning you right now. Just go to my website at www.mrsprincella.com and schedule a free 45-minute call, and we can chat about that, and just so you can vent those things off your chest. I remember when I was dating, and if someone would tell me that Princella, they had their own opinions about me dating, that didn't go too well. So having an unbiased opinion from somebody that will just listen, that's what I can be here for. So that's what I would just want to leave you with today, is just kind of identifying what do I need to work on for myself before I put myself out there in the dating market again. And how do I evaluate what's important to me in a life partner or a companion? So thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you in the next video. And as I said, leave any comments if you have any questions about anything or any opinions about anything that I just shared today. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.